Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. This is Majib Khazi and you're watching Washington Roundtable, Kashmir special on Maqbool BHATT Shahed on this day of February 11, 2022. आज मैंने सोचा कि मकबूल BHATT शहीद के बारे में अपने नाज़रीन को बताया जाए कि ये कौन ऐसी पर्सनैलिटी थी जिसकी वजह से the entire movement of Kashmir symbolizes as if Maqbool BHATT was the symbol of freedom of Kashmir movement. थोड़ा सा history मकबूल BHATT साहब के बारे में बता दी जाए to our youth, particularly youth that is studying about the Kashmir freedom movement as well as learning about the heroes who have sacrificed, they have paid the ultimate sacrifice for the Kashmir freedom movement. Maqbool BHATT was born in 1938 in pursuit of his ambitious goal that was to free Kashmir. He attempted 4 times to cross line of control to enter into Azad Kashmir, but he failed. So he tried 5th time and then he managed to come across Azad Kashmir. And from Azad Kashmir he went to Peshawar for his higher education where he did his masters in Urdu literature. After the literature he joined journalism where he wanted to write articles, bring the world apprised of the Kashmir crisis. So he started during the journalism, he launched his own, I think it was Khyber Weekly, and soon he realized that journalism was not enough for the Kashmir movement. So he went to Azad Kashmir and he participated in election. He was part of the first elected president of Azad Kashmir, KH Khurshid. But soon he realized even the Kashmir, it was not enough. Even being in the politics was not enough to being part of the politics because the politicians were not sincere to the Kashmir cause. Then he formed an organization called Azad Kashmir Plebiscite Front. It was a political movement, but then soon it was turned into more of a militant organization that later on became Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front. But the purpose of this organization was to liberate Kashmir. He was the biggest proponent of unified Kashmir. 5 regions of Kashmir need to go back and get united, just like the pre-partition of 1947. So he went back while he was in Maqbuza Kashmir, which is Indian occupied Kashmir. The Indian authorities tried to arrest him. During the arrest, obviously the fire exchanged and one of the CID officer was killed and he was charged as a killer of that CID officer. So probably Maqbool BHATT is one of the only leader in the world who was charged both in Pakistan as well as in India under Public Safety Act. So in India he was charged because the claim that they had was that he killed the CDI officer. But in Pakistan, what he did was he hijacked a plane and brought in Lahore. Even though he released all the passengers, but put the plane on fire to get the attention of the world. The Kashmir issue was serious. Public was quiet in the world and he wanted to draw. And this gave a huge boost to his popularity. So he was charged in Pakistan also for Public Safety Act for hijacking because India has basically stopped all the air traffic to go to then East Pakistan in 1970 where Pakistani needed to deliver the supplies to the East Pakistan and West Pakistan. So Maqbool BHATT was charged for hijacking the plane and burning it and putting it on fire. So he was in jail, in Tihar jail in India. Some of the stories that come out and his inmates, and what strikes me the most is this one. One of his inmates have shared the story that one time he asked Maqbool BHATT that, are you going to run away from this jail also? And he said, where am I going to run to? I don't see people serious, neither on Indian side of Kashmir or Pakistani side of Kashmir for the freedom of Kashmir. So all he did was stayed there, spent rest of his life in the cell, worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, writing letters and helping his inmates. So he was kind of those heroes who were committed to his cause, but he would be living in the hearts and the minds of the people of Kashmir until the Kashmir is liberated. Take good care of yourself until next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.